Welcome to our culinary journey through Italy. You lot think you can cook like a real Italian? Today we're exploring the 5 best foods in Italy, and I'm going to show you how to prepare them at home. We're talking proper, authentic Italian grub, not some pathetic microwaved excuse for a meal. So get your aprons on, sharpen your knives, and let's get cooking. First up, the OG of Italian cuisine, pizza margherita. We're starting with the foundation of any good pizza, the dough. No pre-made rubbish, we're going in raw. Flour, water, yeast, a touch of salt, that's all you need. Get your hands dirty and knead that dough like your life depends on it. Next, the sauce. We're using San Marzano tomatoes, crushed by hand. None of that watery, tasteless canned stuff. Fresh basil, a drizzle of olive oil, and a pinch of salt. Simplicity at its finest. Now for the star of the show, the mozzarella. Forget that pre-shredded nonsense. We're using fresh mozzarella di bufala, torn by hand for that perfect melt. Spread that sauce, sprinkle on the mozzarella, and scatter those basil leaves. Into a scorching hot oven it goes, until the crust is golden brown and the cheese is bubbling. There you have it, a pizza margherita that would make even the toughest Italian nonna proud. Listen up, you donkey! This is spaghetti carbonara, not some Alfredo abomination. We're using guanciale, the king of cured pork cheek. Render it down until crispy, then toss it with your cooked spaghetti. Now, for the sauce. Forget cream, you hear me? We're using eggs, Parmesan cheese, and a touch of pasta water. This is where things get tricky. Whisk those eggs and cheese together, like your life depends on it. Then, slowly drizzle in the pasta water, whisking constantly to create a smooth, silky emulsion. Pour that sauce over your spaghetti and guanciale and toss to coat. The heat from the pasta will cook the eggs to perfection. Season with freshly ground black pepper, and for God's sake, don't you dare add any more salt. The guanciale and Parmesan are salty enough. Risotto alla Milanese, a dish that screams elegance and sophistication. But don't let that fool you, it's a recipe even a culinary dunce can master. We start with our borio rice, toasted to perfection in butter and onions. Then we add white wine, letting it simmer until absorbed. Now, the star of the show, saffron. This spice is liquid gold, adding a beautiful golden hue and a unique earthy flavor. Next, we slowly add hot chicken broth, ladle by ladle, allowing the rice to absorb each addition before adding more. This is where patience is key. Finally, we stir in butter and Parmesan cheese, creating a creamy, luxurious texture. This is what dreams are made of. Lasagna, a dish that's all about layers of love and flavor. We're starting with a rich, meaty bolognese sauce. Ground beef, pancetta, onions, carrots, celery, all simmered together in a symphony of flavors. Next, the bechamel sauce. Butter, flour, milk, cooked together until thick and creamy. Season it well, because a bland bechamel is a culinary sin. Now for the assembly. Layer those fresh lasagna sheets with the bolognese sauce, bechamel sauce, and a generous helping of Parmesan cheese. Repeat until you reach the top of the dish. Into the oven it goes, until golden brown and bubbly. Let it rest for a few minutes before serving, so all those flavors can meld together. Finally, a dessert that's as impressive as it is delicious, tiramisu. We're starting with ladyfingers, dipped in a mixture of strong espresso and marsala wine. Next, the mascarpone cream. Whisk together mascarpone cheese, sugar, and egg yolks until light and fluffy. Fold in stiffly whipped egg whites for an airy texture. Now for the assembly. Layer those coffee-soaked ladyfingers with the mascarpone cream, dusting each layer with cocoa powder. Repeat until you reach the top of the dish. Refrigerate for at least 4 hours, or even better, overnight. This gives the flavors time to meld and the ladyfingers to soften. There you have it, a taste of heaven on a plate. Thanks for joining us on this delicious tour of Italy's best foods. Now you can impress your friends and family with your newfound culinary skills. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more culinary adventures. Buon appetito!